Well, hi there, and welcome to the Soul Sister channel on this Sunday, August the 2nd. My name is Kat. I've got your astrological spiritual forecast and guidance going from today through Saturday, August the 9th. This week's video is entitled Gaslighting. I originally wanted to title it Power Grab because that's what it really is, but it's going to look like this week. The power grab energy is going to look like bullying and gaslighting this week. So I want to talk about that specifically. You know, we have been working on learning to embrace and express our true authentic self and our work. This is basically what the Soul Sister channel is all about. Learning that life is lived from the inside out, that our thoughts create our reality. And that's what we have been kind of experimenting with and working with these last weeks. Do my thoughts really do they really create my reality? Let's play with that. So we've learned about kind of focusing on different aspects, different types of energy that we have to be aware of or use as we learn to embrace our true authentic self and our work. And this week, it's all about the power grab, like I said at the beginning of the video. Everyone wants our power. We've talked about our power in the past, and so we're going to focus on this aspect again this week. Our power is divinely given to us by our Creator, and we create our lives in reality, whether consciously or unconsciously. And through the Soul Sister channel, we're learning to create our reality consciously so we can create the life that we want. So that's what being on this earth journey is all about, embracing and expressing our true authentic self in our work and creating the life of our dreams, the life that we want. Now, we have an outer world that is very invested in us not owning our power. The outer world can control us by taking our power, and the outer world can create this world with our power that we may not really want, that may not be the life of our dreams. So it's really important that we get in touch with our power and we're conscious about it and how we use it. Do we give it away just to fit into someone else's story? Are we holding it while respecting that someone else's story, but we don't give our power away? This week, Sunday starts off really great. We have a fire trine, so we're passionate. Moon's in Sagittarius today. Gosh, we feel optimistic. We're seeing clearly. We can see where we're going, and we're feeling good about ourselves. And it's a great day to really just settle in and take inventory and everything that we've accomplished and where we still have to go, but we've come so far already. And then the week hits and we're like, I don't know what the word is here. The word I want to use, I can't use on the video. It is my favorite word, however. But we're screwed. Because this week is all about, as I said, the power grab. And sometimes, the outer world will tell us little stories and tease us in, like in the past, especially with Neptune, manipulate us and tease us into giving our power away. This week, especially, we have two major energy shifts. We have Mars moving into Libra on Wednesday, and then we have a full moon in Aquarius on Saturday. So this week, everything else is pretty moon based, and that's our emotions. So that's where they're coming to get us with our emotions. They're going to attack our emotions. Oh, you say, Oh, I've been going back to the gym. I've been really making a discipline. And here we go. This is what you're going to get. Really? You've gone back to the gym? It looked to me like you've kind of put on a couple more pounds. Yeah, you probably should go maybe even more often. That is the shit we're going to get this week. Now, if I tell you that, you're like, you start doubting yourself and questioning yourself, right? And then that power slips away. You give that other person the power to tell you how you feel and how you're doing. Well, I thought I was doing really well, but I guess I'm not as doing as good as I thought I was, since the outer world is telling me I look like shit. All right, that's what we're dealing with this week. That's what we're dealing with. And it's going to come at our emotions. It's going to trigger our self-doubt. And the whole point to this, you guys, is to take our power. So be vigilant. Hold our power. Be strong and secure in who we are, regardless of what we're being thrown by the outer world. Stay strong and secure in who we are. And there's also bullying going on this week. And people might even team up and try to bully us to do what they want us to do. So, and it's going to be emotional. That's how they're going to get our power. They're going to tap in to our unresolved issues, our deep, dark emotions, and they're going to suck that power right out of us and use it for their own good, which is not our own good, or else we would have given it to them gladly. So that is our work this week. Hold our power. Be focused on our power. Why do you think people bully? Why do you think people gaslight? Let's talk about that for a minute, because we all experience at all different levels. My grandson just got kicked out of a camp for bullying. And as I told my son, bullying is a learned behavior. So where did he learn it from? Who's using bullying as an example for this young kid as he grows up? Better be looking at that, right? Why do we bully? Why do we gaslight? Answer is always the same. We don't feel good enough. We aren't safe and strong and secure in who we are. We aren't accepting, embracing, expressing who we truly are in our work because we are afraid. And we project that fear, and it comes out as bullying and gaslighting because for 1 nanosecond, we feel good about ourselves. Why? Because we're better than you. And then it goes away. We get that little energy boost, psychic energy boost that we just stole from you. But then we need more because we don't feel good about ourselves. We don't have a reservoir of light and love and the will to good that we can tap into because we're all into unworthiness, fear, and lack. And we're projecting that right on you. But don't worry, we're also your teacher. We're teaching you how to hold your power. So remember that this week. It might make things a little bit better, even though some of this bullying and some of this gaslighting might be coming from people that we thought were our friends, or we were, or good coworkers or whatever, and they're turning into this pretty nasty, spiteful person. But understand, always, 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 it has nothing to do with us. Has nothing to do with us. That person, you look like you've gained some weight, nothing to do with us. It's them, and they're projecting their own issues. That's how it works. And so we are going to take the higher road. That's our job on the Soul Sister channel. We're not coming from unworthiness, fear, and lack. No, we strive to come from light, love, and the goodwill. And that's what we're going to hold true to. Even our affirmation reminds us that to come from love, abundance, and gratitude. So this week, hold true to who we are. We will do our work. We're going to continue to move forward. We're not going to ask for or expect support from the outer world. They're going to be testing us on how sure and confident we are for ourselves in our work and our true self, expressing who we truly are. We are going to be tested, and it's going to be emotional. So it's going to be coming in and really, really ripping off some band-aids and pushing some buttons. So gaslighting, bullying, manipulation, control, all fun energy this week that we get to deal with. We have Mars moving into Libra on Wednesday. Mars wants us to find our balance, what brings us peace. We're not going to find peace if we keep giving our power away to others. Our energy levels will be emptied and we'll have nothing to find to rest and rejuvenate and come back to ourselves. So we have this drive to find our balance, to find our peace. And Libra is also about the relationship. So our relationships are looking to be evolved. We're looking to understand them better, to be more of a participant in them, without giving our power away, without trying to get anyone else's power. I know we don't do this. We don't try to bully or gaslight anyone, do we? Hope not. So Mars in Libra is giving us this energy that we just want to find our peace, but then everyone out there is trying to disrupt our peace. So you see what I mean? This gives us, we have to focus on making sure that we're coming back to center. And of course, meditation is a perfect way to do that. Quiet and centering, perfect way to come back into balance and back to our center. Then we have the full moon in Aquarius on Saturday, and that is like, please express yourself. I mean, Aquarius is our unique beings. And so again, we're being asked to really embrace and express who we truly are. Take it out on the road. Show it off. Do something special and different for ourselves. As well as the date night, it's going to be Aquarius. So look for some surprises maybe. Maybe you get a surprise phone call and somebody wants to hang out with us. Or we might want to do something a little out of the ordinary, go to a new museum, and what else can you do that's really, hang gliding or zip lining or something out of the ordinary. But we look for a surprise. There could be a surprise about something on Saturday. Is there anything else? However, sorry, I didn't see the little connection with Neptune and Aries. So look at, unfortunately, I have to say this, I didn't even think about it till I saw it. So there's going to be manipulation and control and it's going to be more manipulation and control because Neptune is in Aries. But look for that in our partner, in our friends and family. They might be going down that road. And we might have to be the balancer. We might have to to bring it together so everyone can play nice together. We have to always remain on the high road at this point because we are the light bearers. We are, by doing the work of the Soul Sister channel, by doing the work on ourselves, we are actually helping all of our brothers and sisters, helping all of humanity and our whole world, because we're all connected. There is no separation. It is just an illusion. So hold our power, stay true to our story this week, and don't project our shit on others, because we're going to get enough of it coming the other way. Let's not be part of that, okay? All right, let's start the week. We're going to become balanced, aligned, connected with our higher selves. We'll say our no, I did that last week. We'll take our 3 deep cleansing breaths, and then we'll say our Sun and Leo affirmation. Let's take our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's take the first one. I release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from my physical etheric body. Second one. On this second breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. One more. On this third deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We visualize all the darkness, all the negativity, all the evilness. It's all the nastiness. It's flowing out of our bodies. And because thoughts are things, we might want to picture it as being like black squares just flowing out like a river to wherever it came from. In its place, we're being filled with this light. See this light just filling our entire bodies. I like to see it with triangles with like gold around it, something like that. And not only does this light fill our entire body, all of our bodies, it's also protecting us. It's deflecting all evil, all low vibration, all negativity back to its source. And I like to see black squares just bouncing off this light. While we're in this space of white light connected with our higher selves, we will say our Sun and Leo affirmation. I am the ruler of my world. I choose to rule with love, abundance, and gratitude. We'll say the affirmation. We'll stay in the space of white light connected with our higher selves for just 5 seconds. Let's say it together. I am the ruler of my world. I choose to rule with love, abundance, and gratitude. Wow, that is powerful. I think I said it last week. I think that's one of the most powerful affirmations. I mean, if we always come from love, abundance, and gratitude, we cannot go wrong. Of course, we got this little problem of the outer world telling us, no, you can't. You're unworthy. You don't have enough. You should be fearful. So we got to rise above that shit, don't we, guys? All right, come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat. I do daily inspirational oracle messages that try to keep us balanced, aligned, and connected with our higher selves during the day. I also post memes which are cute, are funny, thought-provoking, and I've been picking up some interesting facts too that I just find fascinating, and I think you will too. Like this one I read where buildings in another part of the world, I don't remember where, they are now planting moss on the sides of the buildings because moss cleans the air, and I think it also protects the building itself. It cools it off, and so it's really interesting stuff of all the amazing things that are happening around the world. They have a bandage now that's completely electrical. No medications, nothing. It's all, you're healed with electricity. So come see me for that kind of fun stuff. Remember the keynote of the Soul Sister channel, because that's where we are all week long, all year long, all life long. Life is lived from the inside out. Make it a great week. Hold our power. No gaslighting, no bullying allowed. Namaste.